This is I'm like between the four color and the backlist. There's some differences, mostly pyroblast, but this list also makes the mana base better. So I'm gonna play the backlist here. I copied from Kai and Martin the defense grid thing. I did only play two, but I will see how it goes. Maybe it's good, maybe it's bad. This is from Ethan that they play this against Dredge and Hedron crab decks or so. So it seems good. It's like a blue card and something that you can put into the pile. So yeah. Gonna run into the league. So see if I can pick the fourth trophy. It's always hard. But at least the league I started yesterday on stream, I finished it today with a trophy on land, so good. Okay, this hand is a mulligan. This hand is fine. I can put back a Dark Ritual. So here the biggest issue about this is I put the sideboard by you in the main deck, which can be right, can be wrong, I'm not sure. I like playing main deck 16 lands and having the 17th in the sideboard. But oof, City of Traitors. Lotus Petal, sure. If this is a Blood Moon, we don't really care. If it's any other kind of thing, what is this? Show and tell, yeah. I'm gonna brainstorm. Let's see, maybe I find a Daze or a Foss or something. Okay, I found everything, so I'm gonna Daze. It was a really good brainstorm. So yeah, what is better, to put back to pitch the brainstorm or the flusterstorm? I'm gonna pitch the brainstorm, even if it's probably not the best thing, but they could have replacement, show and tell easier. This can be completely wrong. Also, I see a big world where this is, but this also protects our Doomsday when we find it, and it's easier to draw into more cantrips and more counters. Okay. Yeah, maybe they play another show and tell. Yeah. Okay. Thunder. Okay, so Flusterstorm is gonna do probably huge work here. We are already one card ahead. But this hurts back because of the mulligan. It is good against sneak attack. So we are in pretty good shape to win if we get to find the Doomsday in any moment. yeah. I'm gonna play my land. I think having a hard time against show and tell decks, and at least this version is not playing Teferi, probably. So okay, here then is cool. Brainstorm and Duress. I don't think I need Duress, but I'm gonna keep Brainstorm. So probably brainstorming next turn, main phase. See what we draw. Bad thing about our plan here is we have already gone through 3 counter spells. So yeah, that's a good brainstorm. Like the Dark Ritual is not a card we want to draw. What is this? Impulse, sure. So they called Flusterstormy. So okay, so the island goes and the Bayou goes. No. The Dark Ritual and the Bayou goes. Or it's better to put the island back. So I'm not gonna play the Bayou because you can get to the point that we want to brainstorm this back. We only have one brainstorm, but still could be relevant. Undergroundy. So yeah. Urdane. Yeah, so many daces are not good. I'm gonna play this because of Spell Pierce. And I also called Hardcast Force. So they're brainstorming, that's fine. Yeah, here I would have a Spell Pierce or something over the Bayou. So good. Okay. So here we are having the old problem of not drawing Doomsday. This. A sneak attack. So I guess what can we do? We have 3 options. We can force with days. We can force. So yeah, I'm gonna force with days. So they have 1 card in hand that is a creature. So here having the spell piece over the Bayou will be highly relevant. They have 1 card and they are brainstorm locked. So now it's the turn to draw something. Ideas on bound, even. swamp is not like the card. Hello Doom. How are you? Dom, more than Doom. So probably we have a free turn here if they didn't find double sneak attack. So, and now they will start drawing a good card this turn. Could play this. Yeah, I'm gonna cycle it. Okay. So they have 2 cards, so they can Blaster. So I'm gonna play the Swamp and just natural Doomsday. So they will have to find a business spell next turn. So brainstorm, cavern, ideas, and the rest. So this makes for a safe pile. The brainstorm is if this gets countered. So yeah, that's... So I put cavern last. Tourist, Oracle, Brainstorm. No, wait. That's 2 blue mana. I have to put Duress, Cavern, Oracle, Brainstorm, Ideas. So and dodge something for 1 turn. Okay, this can be bad. This is 3 cards down. They have enough cards to sneak attack or show and tell. I had here a Flusterstormer, so I will have Fluster the Brainstorm for sure. This is Punisher. We're looking into playing Doomsday because it looks actually fun to play on like previous technology. Looking as bad Masquerade from last semester. Also, this Doomsday deck is better and easier to play than the last one. So they have 2 cards. So what they do with 2 cards, they choose to not shuffle. So they could play Sneak Attack this turn. They're probably not playing Sneak Attack in this turn and doing it the next turn. So I guess that's our opponent's plan. So anyway, we Ideas Unbound. It's a Veil? Sure. So here's where we are bad against Pyroblast, yeah. That's probably where we die. Against the Wish. If they have a Pyroblast in the sideboard... Yeah, sure. I could have just put could have not put the Durus and put a Cycler in the pile. That was completely my fault. That's bad from my side. Not putting a Cycler there. Like, we don't need the Durus if we have a Cycler. That's totally my fault. So the island. The LED. Street Wraith. Yeah, they're playing green, so we have to be aware of cards like Veil. So yeah, I played pretty bold there. It was a bad decision. Okay, this hand is good. Yeah. Yeah, with Cavern I didn't need to have the Veil. Yeah, but Link is also learning. Just random Edge of Atoms somewhere. I'm primarily brainstorming this turn. There are many possibilities that we end up winning because of that. Like, Thassa's Oracle goes, and we just put a Ponder on top. And so when Thassa's Oracle got spoiled, I knew the card was busted. So the deck looks more or less the same, just Thassa's Oracle is so much better win condition than Tendrils. And so Tendrils has been a less good win condition in the past time. So here we probably want Trop, also Underground. And I just want to keep doing land drops. So yeah. I'm not gonna Duress here. I'm gonna hold to my 3 counters. I don't want to let them leverage the Veil of Summer on a so good position. So this is gonna have to wait. Yeah, I'm doing there the wrong pile. Okay, so we'll have to move this turn. Yeah. The last list I have seen though not play Trickman in the sideboard, but there have been Lotus Petal by you, so these cards are not that bad in fact. So Hello Kitarch. Yeah, they didn't have mana, so yeah, I needed to draw the Cavern because I didn't have the 4th blue mana. So that's something there. So here I need to Duress and force through the Duress. Belpius. So I'm gonna force the Spellpierce. I need the mana. I also want to have Flusterstorm up. So here we take the Force of Will. So they have Boseiju, which makes her work far less more difficult. They're good. We have our combo with defense on top, and we will have Show and Tell and okay. So they have a Griselbrand there and nothing else. So let's see. Here I'm making a pile that can win through Show and Tell next turn. So that means that so what's the card I do fear? I fear a Show and Tell coming or a Griselbrand coming. Yeah, you can Veil into 3. Yeah, that's one plan. But I don't have 3 cycles. I could Veil into Cycler, Oracle. I can Veil into Brainstorm still. So I draw 1. So Brainstorm. So yeah, but so Show and Tell. I think it's into Brainstorm. To Brainstorm. Days. So I Veil into Brainstorm. I Veil into Street Wraith. That's 4 cards remaining in the deck. Street Wraith into Brainstorm. Brainstorm into... This dodges Sneak Attack, but doesn't dodge... Probably don't need Edge of Autumn there. So also will. Is there a way I can? Okay. I Street Wraith. Street Wraith into Brainstorm. But that's still only one card. So we are not able to play around Sneak Attack. We are able to play around Show and Tell. So... oh yeah. It's gonna be a Duress. Thoxys, I go to 8, I go to 6. Yeah, Thoxys can be it. So I Street Wraith into Brainstorm into those cards. Yeah, that will be. I think this wins most games. So Street Wraith, Brainstorm. Yeah, I think that's it. This wins off a Show and Tell. This wins off a Ponder. So Daze is much more live here than. Island. So if they Sneak Attack, no, okay. Yeah, so with Daze, my plan with Daze was dazing the Sneak Attack if they don't have a land in hand. That was my initial plan. So now I can swap the... This is a Force. With one card, or a Force of Negation. Cunning Wish, sure. So, what are they doing with Cunning Wish? Yeah, they conceded. Yeah, putting the... Yeah, but they don't have mana to Red Elemental Blast and Trick Bind, and I can still just wait. Also getting just the cards from their hand. I can get the Trick Bind and then cast the Oracle with Veil back up. So I'm good at this at that point. So I'm happy with the pile I did. Seems like the right pile to do in that situation. I could put Defense Grid into the pile, but that's into the sideboard, but... yeah, I think the pile played around Show and Tell, the pile played around Pyroblast and around Cunning Wish, just not around land Sneak Attack. Yeah. So our hand is really bad. That's a high mulligan. Okay, this hand is much better. Yeah, the pile played around many things. So they need like to have sneak attack and the sneak attack and the sneak attack who are not playing a land. So because just by dacing the sneak attack, we got rid of the Grisserbrand coming down. But I could not draw into sneak attack. They need to cantrip into, yeah. So here I'm gonna ponder first, because with having a veteran in hand, I like to ponder. Because on the early game, it's easy that you like two of the cards in your pile. So yeah, seems like so. Let's see. I've been enjoying playing only two discard spells. I think that's the right call now. Maybe, probably I don't need the land. Should play the Spell Pierce main deck. So I'm gonna fetch here for Tropical Island and Preordain. Doomsday. So Edge of Atom goes, and we put Doomsday on top. I really fear Buseju. I have a few streams in my YouTube channel. There. So I have tried I'm not a fan of the Grixis because I think the green cards are so good. But I have streams with the 4-color. You can check them out in my YouTube channel. One of the trophies here is with the 4-color Doomsday deck. So yeah, sadly because of time management, sometimes I stream the leagues and I'm not able to finish them on stream. But I think the 5-0 with Doomsday is on the YouTube channel. Pretty sure. The 5th round of the 5-0 with all spells is not on YouTube. That's also something I am pretty sure of. So here they called Brainstorm here, but yeah, maybe I should Brainstorm just to be mana efficient. Okay. Seems legit. So here, options we have. I'm gonna Preordain for another Force or another land. And also to just put the base. So this means probably next turn is go time. Let's see what they do. So I don't want to lose here because I don't have Blusterstorm up. So I'm gonna Brainstorm end of turn with like their Impulse, yeah sure. Impulse is another card I don't dislike in this deck. Like, there's this last spot where you play Lindul's Vault, which is a really bad card. But you need to have more Doomsdays. That's the reason you lose most of your games, because you don't find the Doomsday. So they're on 4 cards. Doomsday and a land. Probably this is the moment where I could do something. Like, they can hardcast Force. I'm gonna Dark Ritual Doomsday. And see what happens. Okay, so my pile is gonna be double fetch land. So Cavern, Doxies, Cavern, Doxies, Oracle, Underground. This seems like a nice pile. Like, how they beat this? They can trick bind, but we have... I think this is a pile. So this is Underground on the bottom, Cavern, Oracle, Toxies. So I didn't want it to fetch there because casting next turn at Doomsday just randomly is also worth something. So we can flush this, we can counter the Cunning Wish. Let's see. Show and Tell. Show and Tell is probably with Preordain. So they don't have Veil of Summer because they would have veiled the... Oh, sure. So Griselbrand does nothing. If they draw Show and Tell, we can Daze. So it's or Griselbrand or Emrakul. Griselbrand or Emrakul. Let's hear the hard choice. So Sneak Attack is like the worst thing they could draw for us. So Show and Tell. So Show and Tell is at them. I'm gonna take Griselbrand. So here I'm gonna fluster any cantrip they play like 100% of the time. So they don't. So here they can have Hardcast Force. So we can not beat a regular Force of Will. We cannot. So the only thing we cannot beat is a Force of Will. We can beat anything else they play. So do you think I should go for this? I don't think, chat. I think we beat every card because if they have Pyroblast, this is. I'm just gonna. Yeah, Rep or Pyroblast. So if they have Pyroblast, we have their Pyroblast will be the second spell. So with days they will have to pay this. So this is the fourth spell. So we only lose to Force of Will. So we don't lose to Pyroblast. So we only lose to a non-hard casted, so Force Pitch. Yeah, I think. Hello, Jax. I'm gonna risk it. So we don't die to Cunning Wish, we don't die to Pyroblast, we don't die to anything. Okay. Yeah. So also they have Emrakul in hand, so they will like to have Emrakul in Terminations, but yeah, we got to win the match. So risking to Force of Will to a pitched Force of Will is yeah, I was sad to lose the game 1 because of my wrong play. Yoshiwata. So I've played against Yoshiwata quite sometimes. This hand. Yeah, what do you do with this hand? This hand is not even that bad. I'm gonna keep. This can be an interesting experiment, but yeah, the only reason I kept this is because of the Duress. Yeah, I think if you draw a land or another dark ritual, you are in really great spot against most decks. So they kept 7 on a slow. Yeah, on the play. Yeah, on the play, this hand is also not that. Okay. So this is lands or something like that. Maybe taxes. So there it goes. So death on taxes. So yeah, sure. I'm just gonna do Doomsday and pile up a ton of cards. Like double basic island. So this is Thassa's Oracle. Misty Rainforest, Misty Rainforest not. Polluted Delta. Polluted Delta. Island. Island pile. So this is a turn 3. I win the game hand. Yeah, I like this kinds of hands. So island, Oracle, Rainforest, Delta. And yeah, here I play the Cavern, right? Because I want to play lands on curve. So they can waste me, but I have 3. They will have to take care of 3 lands. It can be... Yeah, this doesn't get a bit faster. Yeah, they waste this, they don't use port. So... Plains... Yeah, it is. Here we can just fetch into the land, right? So fetch into Brainstorm. True. Let's see if they don't play a Wasteland. Okay, yeah, Wasteland is bad. So... Sure. So here... I'm just letting them tap this. If they use the port, I can just natural draw the land. Plains. So now it doesn't matter what they do. I'm just using both of my fetch lands. Yeah. So this win seems like so cool, period. Also, I think this is my favorite Doomsday pile. The 4 lands, 1 Oracle pile. It's just so cool. So Flusterstorm is not good. Decays, Massacre. That's the 3 cards we can have. Spellpiece is also not on the worst side, but... Yeah, I think it's good. Like, you don't care about most of their creatures, but you care about... You don't care about the creatures, but you care about the the mana Danielle. Yeah, sometimes you just get beaten by Doomsday. They mull to 5, so with Daze and Force in hand, feel pretty good. This Ether Vial. So here I should force the Ether Vial. That's some hard question. I could force the Ether Vial. It lets them leverage so much of anything. And I probably don't need the Preordain because I have already Lindell's Vows, so... The good thing is we can make crazy piles. So yeah, sure. So here I get Underground Sea. And there's the Thalia. Yeah, I think we are not gonna force many more things, so... So here I'm not gonna play the... I'm gonna play the Mr. Enforced. So they cannot... Ether's Form Canonist. We do care about this? Is there a world there we care about Canonist? I think no. It puts pressure on us. And they are low on cards, so maybe I should just taste this. So I'm gonna taste this. Just to relieve our pressure. Yeah, I think it matters more because it attacks for 2 than because it does anything else. So okay, here play this. So that they will now they need to choose on deploying or playing on or porting. So they will choose porting, which is great. So here we have to play the Trop because the Trop lets us. So probably no. Probably we'll just play the island. So this lets us. This will let us unkeep. So, yeah, you have a 2/2. Congrats. Yeah, that does nothing. So here I have 2 options. I can cast Limsos Vault in my unkeep or in... I think I'm gonna Limsos Vault into Street Wraith. So I'm gonna draw first. So this costs us less life on the Doomsday later. You wish to pay life? Yes. Any order? Yes. Any order? No. The wrong thing about the bad thing about this is that if they have surgical, that they don't. Here we go to 12, so fetching is free. Here we doesn't lose life by fetching because we got to 6 and we won't lose that life anyway. So yeah, they could have Mindbreak Trap here, will be a disaster, but seems like they don't. So here we can do a lot of piles. We can do... So it's Thasa's Oracle. I'm gonna put a decay in between there. I'm gonna mix the Edge of Atom, Lotus Petal, and Ideas Unbound. That's 5, so it's Ideas into Edge into Oracle. into DK into Petal. Seems fine. So it's Petal, DK, Oracle, Edge, Ideas, 6 life, go. So if they could have what's the name? Sanctum Prelate this turn. But that should not matter much. Because Sanctum, it's 2. Yeah, if they have Sanctum Prelate this turn, then that's a problem. Thalia 3. Thalia is also a problem. Yeah. What Hate Beards is gonna be a problem because of the last 2 life. You have still a good pile, even if. So there is only one dead card in the pile. That is the Petal. They're thinking on certificating me. So certifical still beats them a fair amount of the games. So we go to 4. Now they will have to decide between a Hate Bear and deploying. Yeah, sometimes we need our time. That's for sure. Well, they have a second port, but that doesn't really matter. So because we draw 3 with discard 3. So okay, this doesn't matter. So we Ideas. And next turn we draw Petals, so we just discard 3. 2, 3. And our last cards is the Petals, so we are good. They could tap things. So even if they Wasteland on port. So who's going Negator? Have you been playing lately? When was your last trophy? Yeah, yesterday. Not bad. So sure. Surgical Extraction Doomsday. Yeah, you can do this. The Surgical, they see the Lotus Petal, Sword of Fire and Ice, sure. They have a mana? They have a mana? Okay, they conceded. Great. I love the game 1 pile. My favorite pile. Like 1 bad creature and 4 lands. It wins against most decks. You can have problems against 4-color Loam. That's the reason you should put probably a Cavern in there. The 4-color Loam deck doesn't play port, so your mana is safer. In some way. You can put like Oracle, Thassa, and just 1 fetch. For sure. Aerial Eringal level 2. Okay, this hand is pretty okay. Much better on the draw. I think we have to start with Underground Sea, even if it does some risks to it, but we have plenty of lands, so. So Dark Ritual, Limdol's Vault, Ponder, all three of those cards are really good. I'm gonna keep the Dark Ritual and then draw the Limdol's Vault. Wasteland, yeah. Wasteland is okay. So I have nothing against Wasteland. So we are even get to draw into the Ponder. What is this? Lands? No, Ancient Tomb and Wasteland. What deck plays Ancient Tomb and Wasteland? Eldrazi? Yeah. That should be some Eldrazi. Maybe lands on a weird on a weird draw. Yeah, and just I feel just weird that they had no turn 1 play. It seems so strange. Seems like Eldrazi. So here's a Lodestone. That is all turn stacks. Yeah. Anyway, this is gonna get dazed, so. And they're gonna die next turn. Yeah. Old school Lodestone Golem. Now, you know what's the name of this card in Vintage now? Now it's restricted, so it's not Lodestone Golem, it's Lone Stone Golem. So I'm gonna daze first. So sure. So here we just need to find a Doomsday. And we have to pile that. And we just do our regular pile that wins the game. Dark Ritual. Doomsday. So this is Ideas Unbound, Lotus Petal, Thassa's Oracle, Street Wraith, and we draw one from the Ponder. That is 4 cards, one from the Street Wraith, and yeah, we can put anything in the pile that we want. Maybe it's Cavern of Souls, so they don't see it. Maybe they go for that. So we ponder into Ideas. That is 2 mana, 1 mana. Sure. It's a classic LED pile. So Petal, Wraith. So it's Cavern, Petal, Oracle, Wraith, Ideas. Yeah, and how did it end? Because the Shops deck was pretty good against the Doomsday deck. Here you have to remember to hold priority on Magic Online by pressing Control. So we draw 3. Our opponent lost connection to the game, but we don't really care. We have 1 card remaining, but if they do something, we don't care. No. Okay, we won the game. The shop's matchup, when got the Lodestone Golem Lodestone got restricted 2016 or so. So it's time ago since. So here we have Abrupt Decays, Force of Negation, and Spell Pierce. And we don't want Flusterstorms. So what's the other cards we don't want to have? Street Wraith is not that bad, it's okay. So Duress is also not the worst. Maybe it's the card that we should cut is the discard spells. They are so mana inefficient, so... So let's see. So they have still not connected back. It's usually like 1 minute. Maybe they are letting us just... wait it out. I like the Force of Negation in the sideboard for the shops, for the Chalice decks. I think having a 5 pitch counter. I would be happy to have like more Force of Negation just when I am on the draw. But when I am on the play, I don't care that much. And maybe I should cut Street Wraith. I prefer to have Thoxis over Street Wraith. Probably. It's still 2 life loss, but... we have a Force, we do not have blue mana. So if we're on the draw, we have a Decay, we have a Force, so they mold to 6. So this and Preordain is mostly like 6 card hands. You have a land that can't be wastelanded. So let's see. Ancient Tomb and pass, so it's a bunch of nonsense for me. Land? Okay. So I'm gonna cast... I shall not play Preordain. Maybe I can... I'm gonna pass. I have double Force, so I don't want to waste 1 turn in this, so yeah. So I'm getting rid of Ideas of Bound. Probably I should get rid of the... I'm gonna get rid of Ideas of Bound. I think we can win with many other plans. Probably will have to force something else. So Okay, I'm gonna preordain, searching for Doomsday or land. We got both. So I put this on top and this on top. And I play a Bayou. The Bayou lets us play Decay this turn. It also opens up to getting Wastelanded. Both options are good and bad. So yeah. So they have the Wasteland and the... So Max punished. Yeah. So I could draw a land here. Foxys, yeah. Foxys is not bad at all. So instead of Foxys, I could have... What was the card I did cut for Foxys? A Street Wraith, yeah. So here seems like we are lagging. Oko Embry Crucible. Whoa. Basalt Monolith. Embry. So I think it's Crucible, because with Crucible they can start doing things. Yeah. Yeah, they have blue, seems like. Embry was also a dangerous card to not take. Rank Oracle is not our dream. Yeah, we got max punished by playing the Bayou there. So they can play Basalt Monolith, sure. So you have a ton of mana and you will have more mana. Okay. So here, I guess this fetch for Island. Dark Ritual. I could have put the island in the pile. Doomsday. So Cavern, Edge, Street. You can just put Trop. Don't even need to go all the pile down, so I don't care much. But they will not be able to destroy the Fairmora Chalice. So 15, 14, 7. Drop. Edge. Fetch. So this should be decisive pile. This plays around Chalice of the Void. I did select my 5 cards, true? Oh, I'm missing the Misty Reinforced. So here we Wraith into Edge. We Edge into Cavern. We Edge into Misty. So here we dodge Trinisphere, we dodge some weird card. But Tropical. Cavern. Let's see what they play. So Lotus Beta. Yeah, that should be good for us. So they called Oko, and now they need Embrasure. So they have Oko and a mystery card. What is this? They mill 4 cards. Let's see. Caracas, Crown the Great Creator, Oko, Choke. Chokehold does have been a problem. Tangle Wire. Whoa. Yeah, Choke and Tangle Wire. So that's 2 cards I will not have expected. It's weird they didn't cast the Tangle Wire last turn. Yeah. I think we're still fine here. So I can yeah, let's see what happens here. They have to tap down a lot of things this turn. So they can get Crucible. So I can draw into... Maybe I lose to the Tangle Wire. It's a weird Tangle Wire. This is a Tangle Wire they hold back for a turn, because I don't think they slow roll the Embry. So yeah, Lotus Petal. So yeah, not having a Petal in my pile did punish us. I really didn't expect a Tangle Wire there. Yeah, sure, this too. Yeah, they call tough Smokestack for sure. So here... Tangle Wire goes to 2, so... I need to Street Wraith here into the Trop, to the Misty, and see what happens. So they tap 2. They called Lodestone. They can Wasteland. So not sure. This 2. They can cast a Lodestone Golem. Yeah. Golem is fine. So our pile beats the Golem. So I'm gonna let the wire resolve. Will not be worried about anything, I think. We draw Cavern. And we win another strange match. Oh no! I have non-artifact spells. Okay. Yeah, In my mind, that was Lodestone was Thorn of Amethyst. Yeah, it's non-artifact spells. My opponent's playing too much spice. We had still, if we wait, we had no out. So this hand is going nowhere. But this hand is much better. We can put back Island and preordain and try to. So that deck is so spicy. Mana base, our opponent's mana base seems so weird. They play Toms and Wastelands and a lot, but yeah, I misplayed by playing the Bayou when I should not. Here I have a Daze, so I'm gonna put them on the bottom. So try to dig for more cantrips and more. It would have never. I played around Trinisphere, I played around Chalice, I played against a lot of things, but I did not expect a Tanglewire. Chalice of the Void, X0, sure. But I can Chalice for 1. What I do? I do risk it. I have double days, so. So I think I have to Underground and Doomsday because of days. So Oracle, Street Wraith, Edge. So I can Wasteland here. This pile plays around a lot of things, but doesn't play around many other. I think Chalice turned down, a bit of a boomer. So it's Island, Rainforest, Oracle, Edge, Wraith. So let's see what comes this turn. They have Tanglewire and gonna double days that Tanglewire. Wasteland, sure. It's a Chalice for 1. Yeah, here there is. The reason I'm playing this, even if I don't have CMC 1 cards in my pile, is that my land gets saved and I don't care about the Chalice. I just only care about my pile going down. play Underground Sea. I tap Underground Sea for blue mana. I cycle, sacrifice a land. And now we Oracle with 2 cards remaining in hand. No. Pam pam! It seemed like they had the double Chalice hand. So we are 3-0 with today's Doomsday. Beating this weird deck. So I'm gonna be right back in 1 minute. So, okay, I'm back. Oh, and did you go? Did update? Okay, so there's been some cool games. I think the first one, the Pandabat Tourist, was not playing tight enough. So yeah, let's play the league. Maybe get up to a trophy, maybe not, who knows. You have like 25% chance of getting the trophy. That's probably not the correct math, but it's really much lower. You are like 5% chance to win a trophy if you play on average against opponents the same skill and the deck doesn't matter. Like if you're playing like if you would play chess without the crazy percentage from being on the being white or black, like on the of the pieces you get. You have like only 5% chance to be the person who goes 5-0. 5-0 in a league is hard. Okay, I was just going to put up the deck, but Pablo Laviana. So Pablo. Here we have to do a tough decision about playing this, but still this can be a turn 3. A turn 3 Doomsday. So I'm gonna put Preordain on top. I'm gonna put Preordain on top and Ponder under. So I want to draw Ponder but not Preordain. Maybe that's right, maybe that's wrong. What did Fault Hills? Or this is Lance or Rack Delver or any weird brew. So that seems to be like Lance, Elvish Reclaimer, yeah. That's like back Lance. So I'm gonna Ponder. And I'm gonna Ponder again. Still I can still next turn Doomsday if I need, so having here the islands is good. Brainstorm Days, yeah. Any other shuffle, yes. Okay. Here having slow roll the Brainstorm seems good. It can also be on some can this be Step Stack with Footed? It can be Elves. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah. It's Elves, so... Okay. So maybe next turn is the crazy turn. But we're fine. I put my card for the Elves matchup out of my sideboard. Doomsday? Huh! So... Can we kill this turn? If we get to do it, it will be a crazy line. We'll have to this, so let me see. So with this and this, we get this. We draw, we play this with this and this. We draw into Doomsday. We Dark Ritual with Lotus Petal into Doomsday. Then we can do it next turn. So, and next turn, so I don't give away what I'm playing. If they kill us. Glimpse. So what's the chance we die here? Sort of Shepherd design. But we don't have mana because this mana. So this mana is for Limdol's Vault. We cannot Street Wraith into Doomsday because that's 3 mana. And well, this is gonna so. So we don't have mana for that. They're drawing 2 cards this turn, so I did cut the cards against elves from my sideboard. Symbiote, that's a lot of cards. Here we don't want to get cradled. Yeah, that's the... We were 1 mana short, not 1 card short. We're just dead. Here, this is Limdol's Fault, Proud Doomsday, Dark Ritual, Doomsday with this 2, Lotus Petal, Ponder into... We were 1 mana short. We had enough cards, like... Probably not, because this draws themselves... Yeah, we were also 1 card short. So this just... This would be... This would have been... Personal Tutor. What's the chance we are super dead here? Our hand was really good. Okay, this is a huge crater hoof that just 19, 18, 15, yeah, sure. Yeah. So the decays are so bad, and the massacre too. So force of negation. You can cut the cavern. I did cut some cards for defense grids. I had some fatal pushes where they are pretty good against elves. So daces are... I prefer to have this. They might have this card. Maybe Veil is good against the discard spells. Maybe Dace is just bad. Yeah. Yeah, this list is a bit short against elves. Massacre could be good, also it's not like the card I don't expect. It's better than a decay. You also play some chokes in the sideboard. Yellow Sorrow Shepherd is a great misdesign. Like making all your green spells not be able to get countered. It should just be your creators. I think they saw like, oh, elves is a bad deck. What should we do? Yeah, print this card. Underino. All of that is not a Doomsday. I'm gonna shuffle away. Yeah, even got rewarded with the best card of that pile. Snow-covered forest. Okay, they got a forest and Greenstone Senate X0, sure. Nowadays you have to counter the Greenstone Senate of 1 and 2. So, starting with Brainstorm. Because I have so many bad cards here. Sure. This probably have Force Pitch Force and this is the 2 cards I put back, and I put the fetch. Looks better. This better is okay. I think next turn, the turn we have to find Lavinia. I've also thought on playing a Mindbreak tap in the sideboard. I'm gonna force on force this. I really need the brainstorm to succeed. Prefer to be 2 cards down than 1 brainstorm down. So Limtol's fouled. This is... we can Doomsday this turn. We could Doomsday the next turn. So... is there a way I can... so... I'm gonna cast this just as insurance. I'm gonna pass. Yeah, this is where everything starts. Everything bad. Cradle. Have natural order here. So they can get Archon. Archon for instants. Archon for sorceries. I think that the name it's gonna punish us. Yeah, this year. Let's see what they name. This is instant, yeah, sure. I should have maybe just cast the brainstorm there. Yeah, that's game. Yeah. Yeah, the Alasalo Shepherd is a bit stupid card. Should probably play back the Fatal Pushes. I did cut them for the defense grid. There was not seeing many elves there. So I think this, do we need to have the defense grids in the sideboard? That's all the question about this deck. I've even played Plague Engineer on my sideboard. Because the 4 Allosaurus Shepherd into Natural Order deck is so rough. There are those cards where you are not sure if they are good or bad. It's like, this Memory's Journey is worth. Probably not. I'd probably like to play this in the main deck and this in the sideboard. I thought this could be an option. I'm not a huge fan of massacres anyway. This helps against the elves deck. Like sideboarding, you put the Cavern, the 4 Daces, that's 5 and the Spell Pierce. Or Force, Push, Decay, U-Veil probably. You can go make a compendium of cuts there. Okay. Play the last match of the league. River Moose. This hand is so bad. Also, we are already on this 3 makes her be unready on a multi 4, so I'm gonna mulligan this. It's not even. This hand is much better. This hand is bad against Chalice, but good against mostly anything else. So this isn't even that bad. This plays around this card, and it also lets me have a leverage turn later. Mountain. Street Rail. Basic Mountain Street Race. So this seems like a black-red Death Shadow deck. Goblin Guide, sure. What is this? Yeah, they're revealing Doomsday, sure. Burn Death Shadow deck. I don't know. Seems weird. So does it play this card? It's the big question here. So do we care about... I don't care about Preordain, right? I draw a Lotus Petal, Preordain will be great. Yeah, I'm not gonna care about Days, and I'm gonna put a land on top. So I have Fluster, I have Brainstorm. I'm gonna get the land off. I need to draw into Deathrite. Sure. This should play Foxes, but the basic mountain is so weird. So were the critics for Spectacle, sure. Another lightning bolt. Sure, use your cards. So we will be dead to Fire Blast. This deck plays Fire Blast. This deck playing Fire Blast is more or less crazy, right? So I guess I have to Dark Ritual. Here, if I get a Dark Ritual, I can Dark Ritual into a Brainstorm pile. Win that way. So they're at 4. So this turn I'm just gonna chill and counter everything they play. Yeah. I'm dead to the red fossil will, but yeah. Whatever. Rift Bolt, sure. So Lightning Bolt. They could be stocked on black cards. I don't think I have much more plan. That thing is I have to do a pile that includes Thassa's Oracle, Lotus Petal, done. So Petal, Oracle, Ideas, LED. So Preordain. Let's see if they fire something. Sure. Okay. So they fell into my trap. Now I can daze. Put on top. Put on top. We erase the mana. Yeah. They were a bit rushy. Blue mana. Ideas Unbound. The red Fossil Will. This is even better than Fossil Will against us. Cool. We got to steal a game. I'm not that crazy. It's not crazy to board in defense grid against burn. Like, I'm super crazy for doing it. Spellpiece seems pretty good. This is good, this is bad. I'm crazy to wanting to play defense grid. Is it all that crazy? So spell pierce. Probably Flusterstorm is better than spell pierce. The rest takes that. Our Soul seems pretty bad too. Good against Pyroblast, but they want the third Street Wraith. I'm just having Fatal Push there. I could have cut a days, so this hand does absolutely nothing. It casts a turn 3 Doomsday, which is not like the worst thing in the world. Gonna keep this hand is not that bad. We have a few draws that are quite decent. Okay. Okay, and this gets a bit better. So we have to search for Underground Sea. This seems like burn with Street Wraith just because it's so random. So I guess it's the name of this game here is force whatever they play that does something and play defense grid. We can win with a brainstorm pile. See, they cast that. Oh, Wasteland. Not expected. Okay, but that's something. A weird deck. Another Rift Bolt. Lava Spike. So this seems like still the. So maybe not. Yeah, I'm not gonna play the defense grid 13. So they're on 4 cards. And still win next turn, so we make brainstorm pile, brainstorm ideas. So they can So this means they can. So we can do. I'm just gonna pass. Let's see what they do. Mountain, sure. Spike, we go to 5. Rift balls, sure. So here we can play around Fire Blast. So, do I get to play around Fire Blast? I probably have the Fire Blast, so I go to 8. So I can't. Could be able to play if I don't have to fetch. Will be able to play around. So I go to 7, go to 6. Then we can't play around. Is there a way we play around Fire Blast? So I'm wishing they don't have. I think the only way that we beat Fire Blast casted properly is if we. So this is our turn 3, so they have burn spells in hand. So yeah, I think it's go time. I think I can't play around Fire Blast. Anyway. So I could play around. Nah, I have to street race still. So that's LED. Thassa's Oracle. I'm gonna put that Daze in there. So, Edge. And Lotus Petal it is. Oh, I need to put a Brainstorm there, sure, for sure. I could just build a slow pile. No, because this, we go to 4, we go, no, that dies. We died to the everything. So what's this? This is Brainstorm into Edge, LED. So we draw Brainstorm. We Brainstorm into this 3 cards. We Brainstorm into this 3 cards. Yeah, maybe. So this is the pile, like we Brainstorm into this 3. This means that we have 3 cards on top of our library, right? We can just. Oh, we can just Brainstorm into Petal. Can we just Brainstorm into Petal? I'm just overthinking this. I have a lot of cards in hand. So. Can I just Street Wraith into Edge? Yeah. The premise, if we have to make a LED pile, there is a spot where we don't have cards in hand. So that's where so here we Street Wraith into Edge. We Edge into Brainstorm. We Brainstorm into this 3. We put 2 cards back here. Yeah, this beats Fire Blast. So sure. Yeah, this pile beats Fire Blast with yeah. My problem here was that I would have not that many cards in hand. But yeah, this works. So we go to 2. Yeah, we have a ton of cards in hand, so we can just Brainstorm and so Street Wraith. Edge. Yeah. My biggest issue was drawing too many cards, because sometimes I have to make piles that you need to Brainstorm into 2 cards, into too many cards, and that's 6 card piles. So grid and those valves, whatever. Yeah. Okay, we got to solve the puzzle. Yeah. If they now slow play, they should have checked if I had a pile that if I have not force but LED removed, so they will fire blast. Okay, oof, mind break capture. So if the last card is fire blast, then we are dead. But they have double things, then yoo-hoo, 4-1. Yeah, we talked about it and. Yeah, hula hula. That's the pile we ended up making. Like, yeah, I'm not used to the spell because you don't get to combo off with so many cards in hand that often. And this is also a pile that. This is a pile that you don't beat removal. So on Linkstone's Vault. Linkstone's Vault is a really bad card. Like, Personal Tutor is also a really bad card. Like, this is another bad card. There are pros and cons on both. Okay? Personal Tutor is a bit faster, but a bit less powerful. It doesn't... The problem I have seen with Personal Tutor is it's bad against the Chalice decks. It gives away your plan so fast. Like, you make Personal Tutor and they know that you have got it. They are not like they might not have it. They know that you will have there will be go time next turn. That is a big issue with Personal Tutor. Well, Limited Val, you cast at the end of turn and they may have been tapped out. And so with playing a lot of Street Wraith, Limdol's Vows get value because it can fight a force, a removal spell, whatever you wish for. That's the reasons I like more Street Wraith to make Limdol's Vows better. And yeah, but both are really bad. You can Limdol's Vows for a force sometimes, or I have make sometimes piles that are like I see Doomsday and Brainstorm, and I can Brainstorm into Doomsday and Dark Ritual, for example, or a Black Land or something like that, and win. So yeah, Vampiric Tutor will be nice. Mythical Tutor will be nice. Demonic Tutor. There are some cards you could play. Dark Petition is a great card, but no, the 5 mana clause is too much. Like, there isn't really a way to not play this card. So that's the biggest problem. You can yeah, but you have seen, for example, against Elves, both games we were missing 1 mana to combo because Limitless Vault. Yeah, so any good tutor will make anything great. So some of the it's not cycle, it's transmute cards, but the transmute is always an sorcery, which is again bad. Being a blue card also matters. So you can play Impulse. The real reason is you need a 5th Doomsday to be good. Maybe playing Impulse is much better and that's it. But so yeah, I'm gonna finish in a few minutes. So probably this is what I'm gonna play the next. Hey Matrix, thanks for the follow, for the sub. So yeah, just PM me today or next day and I will send you the Discord link. So yeah, I don't know. I think the deck is pretty solid. if you take out the Lindsoswald problem. But yeah, it's been a great league. We ended 4-1. So losing to elves, yeah. When you don't have cards for elves, there cards like Plague Engineer. I've played Plague Engineer in the sideboard, even Engineered Plague, and both were decent. So yeah, as a view, maybe the Delver plan of the 3 defense grids is good. I'm not sure. Like the sideboard is a bit tight. Also, you have the problem, like always against Delver, that with all the combo decks I've played in my life, Storm, Show and Tell, anything, it's you don't have bad cards against Delver because mana is good, disruption is good, everything is good. So that's the problem against Delver, that you can't side out anything and you always want to side in a lot of things. Like you would like to side in 5 cards, but you can only side out 2 that you are happy with. So from this deck, I will side out against Delver. The bad cards are Spell Pierce and Lion's Eye Diamond and a Street Wraith. But Delver is just, yeah, you don't want to side out cards against that. That's the worst. So hi MTG. Thanks for the follow. So yeah, so I think for this deck, card view, pile view. So what would you like to side in against Delver? So like even Veil of Summer is good, Carpet is good, so we would like to side in. Cards we cold side in from the current sideboard. This, push. Even a Brow Decay are not bad. Even Veil of Summers are not bad. So all this can be sided in. So what can be sided out? Yeah, so you can sideboard 12 cards against Delver. 12 cards are okay. So Spell Pierce is bad. Lion's Eye Diamond is bad. Lotus Petal is bad because you change them for carpets and lands. So you can side out 2 Street Wraith, 1 Lindoswald. And all the other cards is like, yeah, they're good, but bad. Force get a lot of value when you're playing defense grid. So there are different approaches. You can side out forces, daces. Depends on how you want to beat them. Sometimes the daces are real bad. Sometimes the forces are real bad. But with defense grid on the board, you need to have a card that lets you leverage the defense grid. Like they play a force, you counter back, you win the with. Yeah, you can grind them a bit, but yeah, you have to, like always. The problem is Deathrite Shaman. Deathrite Shaman pressures you so much that you need to work on this. So I will still play. I haven't played much against Delvers, but yeah, the any fast kills are good, but still, for example, if they are playing the Stifle deck, the Stifle deck is a disaster if they're playing Stifle because they randomly play Stifle. The Stifle beats you so much. So I don't know. Okay, that's gonna be for today. Thanks everyone for being here, and yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna stream too. So maybe Doomsday again. I will think about it. So thanks. Bye.